Christmas.
Santa is going to find out who's naughty or nice.
Welcome back to Ghost Powered Entertainment. I'm your host, Kanan Becker, and today we talk about the series finale and series in general of the TV show Supernatural.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Alright, so I just finished watching the series finale of Supernatural. And if you have not seen it yet, this is going to be full of spoilers, so please stop watching now and go watch it. It just dropped on Netflix. That's why this reaction video is coming so late. It's because I wanted to wait until it dropped on Netflix. I actually decided about a month or so ago to start watching the whole entire series from the beginning all over again. And I'm someone who literally watched the very first episode the very first time it aired, and I've been a fan ever since. I've grown up with this show. It's really funny because if this show dropped now, I don't know if I'd be a fan of it. It's definitely a lot more, toned down than a lot of the stuff I like to watch. It's not gory, it's TV, so it's like softcore porn versus porn. You know what I mean? But I dig it, and because I discovered it so many years ago and have been watching it for so many years, I think that element of it has just been okay with me because, like a lot of you, I feel like Sam and Dean are family almost, you know? I mean, I've been watching this show for so long. So I know a lot of you feel the same way as I feel about it. And those of you that think this is weak sauce, that I'm a fan of this show, fuck you. Okay? Like, everything doesn't have to be all hard R and bloody and gory and whatever. And don't get me wrong, I dig that shit. But, you can like some stuff that's not so hardcore as well. This definitely has always had a lot of horror elements. And it's just about fun. This show has never been about being all hardcore. It's just a good time. It's silly at times. It's just a fun watch. And I've loved it for so many years because of that. Yes, at times it does have a little bit of a soap opera feel, which does get a little old from time to time. But other than that, I just think this is a rad show, and I've just always enjoyed it. So back to the series finale. I think they did a great job with it. It's funny because I did shed a tear, okay? I'm not going to lie. I did not expect to cry. Actually, I didn't think I was going to, even tear up at all. And as I'm watching it, I was like, yeah, there's sad stuff going on. I mean, even when Dean died, it's super sad and a very wrenching scene. It was done really well. But it didn't really get me. I was just like, yeah, this is sad or whatever. But, I'm a man. I'm a full-grown man. Not everything, gets me choked up these days. So it wasn't when Dean died that got me. It's funny. I didn't think I was going to get choked up or teary-eyed or whatever, until Sam goes into Dean's bedroom and he sits down on the bed with the dog. And I don't know what it was, but there's just something about that scene. It made me think of my sisters. It made me think of people I love and care about, and just the way I would feel. And for whatever reason, it just got me, man. It just got me hard. And I was just like, oh, I'm like all choked up. This is sad as fuck. But it was just beautifully written and really a great job. And I actually really do like the way it ended. Sure, there are some things I would have liked. Because of COVID, I guess they couldn't get a lot of the cast there. They wanted to do more of a grand send-off. So the part when Dean goes to heaven, they wanted to have a lot more people besides Bobby sitting there waiting for him. And that would have been awesome. It would have been great to see his mom and dad and, all those actors, all the people, like Crowley. It would just been great to bring back Rowena, and just everybody. I don't know if those two would be in heaven, but some way it would have been cool in that final episode to just see everybody. But I get it. With COVID, there's just no way that would have been possible. And who knows how long it would have been until they would have been able to do that anyway. So I totally understand the predicament they were in. And I think with what they had to work with, it was really, really well done. I loved seeing Bobby, and just that it was just so heartwarming. And just the whole scene and the way they send him off. And I also think that it was really cool how even Jared Padalecki talked about this, that it was really cool. It was like almost a happy accident because they couldn't have all those people there, for that grand send-off. In a weird way, it actually seemed almost more appropriate that it was just the two boys just chilling there by the car, looking out over that river. And it was just kind of like the way it began. It was just the two of them, the way it always was, is no matter what, all the people they loved and cared about, it always boiled down to just the two of them. And I just thought that was really cool. It was a very cool way to send them off. And it's rare to me when a TV show ends and it's successful at doing it. I mean, I can think of so many shows that I love that just did not end all that great. I mean, Dexter jumps to mind right away. Another show I really loved, Fringe, the way it ended was kind of like, You know, a lot of shows, you know, X-Files, a lot of shows just do not end and really give you this feeling of satisfied. And is it a perfect ending? No. I don't know if it is possible to write a perfect ending. But I do feel the way they ended it was strong, and it was, you know, just a really solid way to do it. And the word is on the street, so to speak, I've read on a few places that they're talking about doing some kind of reboot. And that the actors and everybody would be involved somehow. And I don't know what that would be, if it's, you know, bringing in 2 younger people to do the role of Sam and Dean. I don't know. That would be kind of lame. But if they did it in a right way, a reboot could be really cool. So, who knows? You know, I mean, it's up in the air. But I think no matter what, this was ended in a way that was kind of like nice, peaceful, happy, you know, conclusion to that grand story. Like I said, I just literally rewatched the entire series. And that's a lot of watching 15 seasons of this show. I mean, it was a lot. It took me, I don't know, over a month. But just all in all, it was just a fun series. I mean, if you watch it all like that and you binge watch it, it does start to get very repetitive. There's, you know, it's just the way it's done. It does get kind of repetitive. But all in all, there were so many great characters, so much, you know, just really cool stories. And for a series that ran that long to really never get super stale. And even though I'm not a big fan of some of the seasons, there were definitely a few seasons where it was getting a little like, I don't know about these villains, or I don't know about this. It's a little lame. But even in those bad seasons, there were still some really cool episodes. It just overall was a really strong show. And I understand a lot of people might dog on this, but I know there's a lot of fans too. And I just think, was it a perfect series? What is a perfect show? No, there isn't really. There are so few perfect shows. But especially for a series that ran 15 seasons, I feel like it was just so well done considering it lasted that long. And I loved it. And I'm not going to lie. At times, yeah, it has become a little bit of a, I don't know, like for someone my age, it's a little bit of a guilty pleasure, I guess you could say. I mean, definitely, I know some of my friends would talk shit to me about enjoying this show, or probably will after I drop this episode. But I don't give a fuck, because to be honest, I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was kind of relaxing and calming in a way. It's not hardcore like some of the stuff I watch. So sometimes it's cool to have just this kind of chill thing that's still a little supernatural, still a little horror, but just kind of chill. I mean, sometimes it doesn't need to always be so hardcore R, so gory, so violent, whatever. It's just kind of cool to have something a little more chilled back. I think in general, it was written really, really well. And it was just in general a really solid series. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me today. Please hit that subscribe button and ding that little bell, because that's the best way to keep track of when I drop episodes like this. And right now, at least through December, I'm trying to do an episode every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. But no matter what, you'll always get 2 episodes of something or other that I'm talking about. But like always, thank you so much for watching. Please crush that like button. And remember, horror can be fun. I will see you guys next time.